What's good, y'all? Your boy Wiz back here with another video. And today we got something very crazy, very special for y'all, man. As y'all can tell by the title and the thumbnail on the screen, we will be making our WWE. Oh my gosh, my bad. SummerSlam was the last 2 days, my nigga. I'm still stuck in that mode. We will be making our NBA 2K26 build, boy. We finna be showing y'all what we finna be making Thursday. We finna be getting into everything like the stats, the height, the weight, all that shit. And I'm using all info from Mike Wang personally that he tweeted. The dribble requirements, all that shit. Like we really gonna get deep into the builder today. Alright, man, I don't wanna do too much talking. Let's get straight into the build. But before we do, make sure y'all go down and like the video and subscribe and turn on post notification bells if you new and you enjoy what you watching, man. We're doing the NBA 2K26 giveaways. If y'all want to be entered to win a chance of winning NBA 2K26 for free, all you gotta do is subscribe like I previously said, and go down below and comment NBA 2K26, man. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers, bro. My nigga, we started the channel 3 weeks ago and we already hit 1,000. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Like, this shit means the world to me. Like, the support y'all been showing is crazy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, bro. Promise you. Last thing before I get into it, I want to have a way to communicate with my community. So would y'all mind if I made a Discord server? Y'all let me know if y'all want me to make one. If enough people say yeah, they want to, you know what I'm saying, do a Discord server where we could talk, we could run, we could talk about 2K26, we could squad up, play the game, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. But if y'all don't, y'all like, Web, shut the fuck up and just get to the video, comment it down below too, and I'll just shut the fuck up. Bye, guys. I did enough yapping. Let's get straight into the build. Alright, y'all boys, so as y'all can see, we are now in the builder. So next year, I've been trying to go teeter-totter back and forth. I don't know if I want to make my 6'7" lock like a remake, a better version of it, or I don't know if I want to go with my 6'8" all-around demon. Like, the 6'8" could really do everything. I feel like, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a 6'8", but I'm gonna make him way better than I did last year. I'm gonna cater it to the NBA 2K26 game. So we gonna start off as a small forward because I am gonna make it so he could guard big men and guards as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to handicap the nigga. So we're gonna go 6'8". We're gonna skip the weight right now, but of course we're gonna come back to it. Every build you should be having max wingspan, unless you is a 5'6", 5'11", fucking just pure straight shooter. You need a max wingspan. So max wingspan, of course. Now with the weight, this is when we really gonna have to get into some shit. So of course, right now we don't know the weight standards for the build. So it could just be easily just go all the way down so I can get dribble moves. But I don't want my nigga to be a baby in the paint, because in NBA 2K26, strength will matter with the body up collisions on defense and with the, you know what I'm saying, with the body shielding on offense, because I'm pretty sure that shit matters with the strength too. If a lockdown have a higher strength, he's gonna be able to just push your arm away and steal the ball, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make this nigga too weak. So my goal strength for NBA 2K26 is gonna be around the 80 to 85 range. So we're just gonna put it right here so we get an 80 strength off rip. Okay, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the build, bro. So look, of course, like I said, this is gonna be a remake of my build in NBA 2K25. First thing I do with every build, max out the 3. You know what I'm saying? Max out the mid-range, you know what I'm saying? It is a pure green window this year, which means if you time your shot correctly, you will green it. Like, the shooting will be kind of like NBA 2K20. You know how people were shooting with a 63 ball? You will be able to shoot with a 63 ball as long as you know your jump shot. You could really have, if you know how to green with a 73 ball, nigga, you can have your shit low as you fucking want. So really, it don't even matter. Honestly and truthfully, because of that, I'm gonna give myself a 75 3 ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I just need the right jump shot and I'm good. I'm going to give myself a 75 3 ball. I'm going to give myself an 85 mid-range. We're not even going to max the shooting out, because shooting should be easier if you know how to shoot next year. Driving dunk, of course. We want pro contact dunks. Like I said, we don't know the requirements for pro contacts and elite contacts just of yet. But I'm going to go off of this year's requirements. So it's the 87 driving dunk with a 75 vertical. That gives you pro contact dunks off of 1 foot. So that's good enough for me. As long as I have some type of contact dunk package, I am okay with that. Like I said, I did want to up my strength all the way to an 80. So we're going to max that out because I want at least an 80 strength. Now, speed and agility. This is what I really wanted to change on this build that I didn't change last year. Last year my build, this year in 2K25, my build only has an 84 speed, and that's with cap breakers. I want this nigga to have at least a 90 speed. I want his ass to be fast. So that's the first thing that we're gonna do. Oh, okay, well, 87 is perfectly fine. It's close to 90. So we're gonna do an 87 speed, and agility, of course. Well, we just gonna max agility out too. I wanted to put it at 85 anyway, so that's perfectly fine. 85 agility, 87 speed. This nigga will not be slow as a big man, so that's great. Now, Playmaking. I know I'm going around a lot. I just went to fucking shooting, to finishing, to fucking the speed and shit, but just bear with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going off of what's important to me in the build and what I feel like will be important next year. Once again, we do not know the dribbling requirements though, so we're just gonna freestyle this, okay? Either way, I was gonna have a high ball handle. The max ball handle I could go right now is the 86. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna try to shoot for 85, between 85 ball handle and the 88 ball handle next year. I feel like that will give me everything I need, and then of course speed with ball, we're just gonna stick that with a 75. Now, if the dribbling requirement changes next year, then we will get to talking about that. But as of right now, we just going off of this 85 to 88 ball handle, 70 speed with ball, 75 speed with ball to 80 speed with ball. Perfectly fine with me, okay? Now, we're not gonna touch pass accuracy. We're not gonna touch free throw. Standing dunk, we will put that as 50, assuming that it will be the same as 2K25 for the standing dunk requirements. I know that they did say standing dunks would be easier for bigs this year, and for guards, they will be getting it less. But this nigga's 6'8" and he a small forward, so he should be able to get every fucking standing dunk that he want, okay? Now, driving layup, I did miss this. I feel like everybody will have to time their layups in NBA 2K26. I ain't never have an issue with timing my layups. My layup timing is on high risk, high reward, and I play with the meter off, and y'all see all the greens I be getting with the layups. So I'm gonna shoot for a 75, between a 75 driving layup to 80 driving layup. Right now, I'm gonna stick with a 75, the minimum, because I want to put it other places, but I will probably go with a 75 driving layup animation unless one of the animations in NBA 2K26 is overpowered and you need a little bit more. Then I'll put a little bit more in it just to get that overpowered shit. But I'm cool with default swing. We're finished with the finishing tab, we're finished with the shooting tab, we're finished with the playmaking tab, and we're finished with the speed and agility tab. The only two tabs we have left is the rebounding and the defense. Now look, this build, I want him to be able to guard the paint and the perimeter. I want it to be balanced, okay? I'm not really too worried about the steal, honestly, because I feel like steals are going to be harder to get in 26 anyways. I just want him to be able to get lane steals, okay? So in 25, all you need for interceptor on bronze is a 60 steal. So that's all we're going to put on this nigga, a 60 steal. As long as he can get some lane steals, I'm cool with that. Now, I do want him to have block, because you know, if he's gonna be able to guard the paint, he gotta have block. And if somebody drive past me, I need to be able to get that chase down. So we're gonna put his block to an 80 to an 85. That's what I'm gonna shoot for next year. At 80, give me bronze pogo stick. Assuming that it will be the same, I always go with the minimum. I will probably stick with an 80. I'm gonna be honest, but we just gonna see. Okay, perimeter defense. Now, I go with the minimum with everything, like I just said. In order to get challenger on bronze, you need a 71. I would go with a 71 now. Now, this is what I do. I normally put the minimum of everything that I want, and then once I have enough points left over, then I go and I rework it, okay? On my builds, I just make sure I have everything that I want on it first, and then all the extra points, that's when I start pushing stuff to the limit. But I do all minimums first. Now, interior defense, we're gonna go with the minimum once again. We're gonna go with a 70 there. Look, 74 interior gets me bronze post lockdown. Now, I'm gonna be honest, you know, next year these post scorers, they got to go to post moves, so maybe I should up it a little bit. Maybe I should put it to like an 80, but we're just gonna leave it at a 74 right now, because those go-to shots for the post scorers, I already know that shit gonna be overpowered. So before we even finish out the defensive tab, right, I do want my dude to be able to grab boards. Offensive boards, hell nah, you done with that shit. But I want at least an 80 rebound for this dude. 80 defensive rebound, you know what I'm saying? If I green the rebounding timing, I'm snagging that shit. That's all I need, is an 80 defensive rebound on his build, and he will be able to get whatever boards over whatever big man, because I'm gonna green that shit every fucking time. Honestly and truthfully, let me put some offensive rebound too, because I don't think it costs a lot of points. It really don't. So we gonna give him a 80 offensive rebound, 80 defensive rebound. This nigga gonna be able to snag over whoever. Okay, so this is what we really get into. I upped the perimeter 3 points. They gave me, you know what I'm saying, on ball medicine, pick dodger. As long, I don't know how the contest system gonna be for next year. Mike Wang, you know what I'm saying, he said to improve defense, but we just gonna have to see when to get into the game. So perimeter defense and interior defense, out of every stats on his, like out of every stat category that we went through, these are the two that's most likely to change, because I just gotta play 26 to see how the defense actually is, and then I'm gonna go based off of that. So as of right now, we're just gonna put both at 75, because these are gonna be interchangeable. So both at 75, we're gonna leave it like that. I still got 3 overalls left. So it's a lot of things that we could do. I could up my layup. I could max out my shooting. I don't really put pass accuracy on the build. I always leave that shit off. Like I get passes through. You just need IQ to pass. I could max out offensive rebound, defensive rebound. Like It's a lot of things I could do with this build now, but I do want to stick to the defense. I want this nigga to be able to clamp everybody up. So what we gonna do, we gonna up the steal a little bit. 80 steal, 80 block. Okay, and now we have a couple more points, not too many, but a couple more points till we hit the 99. Let's put it on. Shit, this is see, these are the issues that I like having. These are the issues that I like having when I'm making a build. I have everything I want on this build, and I still have points left over. So what my issue is right now is where should I put the extra points? Because I already got everything that I want. I enjoy that. Like, I'd rather struggle like that than struggle with, oh, I can't get everything that I want. I can max out offensive rebound. Okay, 82 offensive rebound. And it ain't really cost me no points. Look, well, let's put the rest on 3. 77 3, so I shoot easier. You know what I'm saying? We still at a 98, so let's just up standing dunk a little bit more. Boom, post control. This right here is our build. Small forward, 6'8", 270 pounds, 7'4" wingspan, and y'all can see the stats. We just went through it one by one. This will most likely be the build with a little bit of tweaks and changes, but this will most likely be the build that I will be opening up NBA 2K26 with when the game come out. Just for giggles and laughs, let's see what the name would be. Two-way, 3-level shot created. So like the generic name, but hey, this build is fucking fire. As y'all can tell, bro, this shit literally does everything. But alright guys, that will be my NBA 2K26 build when it come out. Y'all let me know down in the comments how many times I said NBA 2K26. We should have ran a fucking counter throughout the video, but I appreciate y'all if y'all stay to the end of the video, bro. I love you guys. Once again, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. We on a 2,000 next, bro. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm out.